Hi again, guys. I'm sorry that the other video cut off. It failed so many times that I couldn't fix it. Um, I have a microphone plugged into my chest so you can hear everything that I say. So it constantly falls down. So let's go review a little of what we were saying before. We were talking about the different ways that you can make a conditional, the first conditional clause, and we said that using this formula that we copied before, we can make a sentence, and we are going to continue using the first sentence that we had in the example of the first conditional in here. So we said clause if we, that would be my noun, if we, and then the complement would be help each other, comma, when we are starting our sentences with F, we, again, or noun, will be happier. Okay? Now, if we do the opposite as the homework asks, we will write. We will start with the other, with the second clause, with we will. We started with if we. Now we are going to start with we will. We will be happier. Now, where is this information coming from? From here. If we can take directions in the first sentence, we will be able to make 4 sentences with the same formula following the instructions of the first. So we don't have to make 4 formulas. We can take directions from the first formula, making the first with the first clause F, and then making the second with the second clause F, with the second clause we will, because that's what we had later. Okay? We have, we will be happier if we help each other. Okay? Now, if we want to make this sentence into a negative sentence, we start with the same, with F. If we, now, how do we take we help into negative? We are going to add an auxiliary. What are the negative auxiliaries for the present tense? Don't and doesn't. So we will write if we don't help each other, comma, we will be happier. But as much as this part is negative, this part will also be negative. We will write we will what? How can we turn will into negative? We will not be happier. Okay? Now, what would be the opposite form of this same sentence in the negative form? We will write, we will start, instead of starting with F, we will start with we will. We will not, because we have it in here, be happier if we don't help each other. See? So the sentences are pretty simple. As much as you make one of them correctly, the rest of them we will follow the same kind of directions, only changing part of the order and adding some negative contractions in them. Now, obviously, we can write we won't in this case if we want to use the contraction, but that is up to you if you can use the contraction. Now, for your homework, you will have to take sentences number 2, 3, 4, and 5 and do the same that I did with here. For an example, let's try number 2. This should be copied in your notebook, so you can pause the video and copy it. let's see. Let's see the second one. It says, if you study another language, again, it starts with F, noun, you, complement, study another language, comma, you will be bilingual. You, see, noun, will be bilingual. Now your job will be to take this sentence into opposite. How? Starting with this. You will be bilingual if you study another language. So you just take it to the opposite. You will be bilingual if you study another language. Again, see, you are following the same order. You will be bilingual if you study another language. So the first conditional tries to make you understand that you can give a condition to someone in both ways. Now let's make the negative form of this so you can have an example. You have if you don't, because we have it positive in here, now we have to make it negative. Study another language. Now again, because we're taking the first clause into negative, the second clause also should be negative. So if you don't study another language, you won't, which is the contraction of will not, or you can write will not be bilingual. Period. And then we write the opposite in here as the fourth sentence. We write, you will not be bilingual if you don't study another language. So as you can see, this is just like a game. We start with the first formula that I gave you, starting with the first clause, then you turn it starting with the second part or the second clause, then you copy this sentence and then just add don't for I, you, we, and they, and doesn't for she, he. Pay attention to that. Because sentence, you, we, no, you won't need it because everything is about you and we. Okay, so you won't need doesn't right now. So when you make it the negative, remember to add don't to it, okay? So I hope that you have everything clear, that you understand your assignment, and if you have questions, don't doubt to DM me in the internal part of the platform so I can answer your questions, and I hope that I can see you soon. See you guys.